Hi! Welcome to the introduction video to Double. In this video, I'd like to quickly explain what Double is and how you can use it to create dynamic web applications with Laravel and Vue.js. Double is a new way to write your controller code, and that makes it really easy to use Laravel together with Vue.js. It provides deep integration between Laravel and Vue.js by providing Vite and Webpack plugin as well as a Vue.js plugin. I've already set up an example project by following the installation instructions for Double. You can follow along by visiting this URL. Here you see the app.vue file in which I added the users.vue component. It's wrapped in a suspense component, which is important for Double to work. Let's start by adding some functionality to our users.php file. Instead of this array, we return the users from our database. If we open the page in the browser, we will still see the static data, but once we refresh, we see that the database is currently empty. Next, we create a method to add a new user to the database. This is the same code we would usually write in a Laravel controller. When using Double, we write that code in a PHP file, which lives right next to the Vue component. Usually, we would also have to add a route to Laravel's route file and create an API with a library like Axios in our frontend. With Double, we get all of that automatically. So here, in our store user method, we just create a new user object, set the name, email, and password. We also have to hash the password so that we don't store the password as plain text in our database. Finally, we save the user. This is now all the PHP code we need to write when using Double. Now, we will create a simple HTML form to use our newly created method. While I do this, you can have a look at the setup function, where you see that Double is already used. The path given to the useDouble function reflects the path to the users.php file. The last thing we have to add to our setup function is a createUser method. Here we call the storeUser method that will in turn call the method we defined in our users.php file. Note that we automatically got TypeScript autocompletion for the storeUser method. That works because the Webpack plugin analyzed our PHP code in the background, detected that we added this method earlier, and updated our TypeScript type definition automatically. Now we just have to finish our template. We add a few inputs for the data we need for the user and also a submit button. We are finally ready to try our user management page in the browser. We enter some dummy data, and once we click on Submit, we expect that the data gets stored to the database. As we called double.refresh in our createUser method, Double will refetch the data from the server, so we see our newly created user. I actually forgot to change username to name and the ID to the email, so we will do that now, and sure enough, we now see the real user data. We also forgot to clear the form after submitting the user, so we can just do that here. And then we can try again with some new dummy data. And sure enough, everything works perfectly. I hope you enjoyed this little demonstration on how easy Double makes it to use Laravel together with Vue.js. I'm really excited about all the possibilities and workflow improvements this new approach provides. Double is in early alpha right now with all of the major functionality finished. I hope to get lots of feedback from you on what you think about Double and which features you would like to see in the future. Please use GitHub discussions to get in contact. You can find the link in the video description. See you soon!